up, everybody?
Hello,
What's up?
hello.
Welcome to another episode of
Yes.
Savage Crucible. We got Sean and Brenda here, the Strupps. We're very excited to have them on and talk about some soft goods with you guys. So, welcome, guys. Thanks for deciding to be on with us tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Of course.
What do you say?
Yeah, right. Let's get right into it. I see you guys in the comments here. Everybody saying hello. Thank you guys. Everybody tuning in live. We love you. We're getting ready to have a little savage session. Okay, so just want to start off with saying that we had an awesome show last weekend. Everybody that stopped by, we had a Heroes Con in Charlotte, North Carolina. So everybody that swung by said hello, picked up some figures, checked out the new Wave 2 Paint Masters. Thank you guys. Thank you for all the support. We love you. So it was a good event too. So I picked up a good amount of Conan comics. So
Ooh, did you know?
yes. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff. I'm currently reading the Dark Horse Conan the Cimmerian. And I'm actually enjoying that a lot. So
Right on.
but anyways, enough about me. Sean, Brenda, what's up, guys? All right,
So
let's do this.
Strupp
So-
Family Crafts with us.
someone
Yes.
said bring on the Nuln oil and actually have some like literally right behind me.
You're only pure if you drink it.
Yes.
I've only spilt it. That's it.
Yeah.
You have. People don't know that Nuln oil is milked from Tim's nipples. That's how we get Nuln oil.
If you've seen Dune, then you know.
Yeah.
We love Doom.
Baron Vader.
So, Sean and Brenda, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us how you got started, with the toy collecting, how you guys got into soft goods. We want to know everything about all of that.
Okay. You want to do it or me?
No, you
Who's first?
say you tell it best.
All right.
She'll
So
correct you if anything is wrong.
yeah.
You keep moving the computer.
Oh, sorry. I'm a big guy. So anyway, yeah, so I started collecting with my son. We started doing a little figure hunting, and I hadn't collected figures since I was a kid. I've saved them all and always loved action figures, and we've always used my old 90s figures that I've kept, my son and I. We started venturing out, checking out what was new on the market. I found an old Spawn toy, and that was one of my favorites growing up. So found the McFarlane, like just the regular old Spawn. I couldn't stand that plastic cape that he came with.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
I started looking on eBay for like a wired cape that I can pose, like a really big one. And Brenda was looking at that and was like, "What? Don't buy this. Like I could make this." And she's only made like Halloween costumes and stuff for the kids, but
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
and then I was like, "Okay, cool. Let's give it a shot." And so she made it and I posted it. And at the time, I think I had just joined the Cabal and a couple other toy groups. And so I posted it not knowing, the response it was going to get. And then like commissions just started flying in for her to not only make that thing, but, other things. And so we ended up after about, what do you think? Like maybe 8 months, we had like a whole spiral bound notebook full of commissions that we were trying to knock out.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was gnarly. As they would come in, I'm just like, well, how long can you wait? Because yeah, it's just like, one woman sitting at a sewing machine. It's not like a factory or anything that she can just mass produce these things quick.
I own a couple
Yeah.
of your stuff.
Oh, yes. I was on that waiting list.
Oh yeah. That was one of our first. Yeah, he even sent us some material to use, which we used quite.
Could you get to work faster? Here's
Yeah,
some
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, that we did commissions for a while. We realized, okay, the demand's too high. So especially with commissions, because it's one-off, you spend all that time designing this one piece, but then there's only one customer. So then you're on to the next design, and design takes the longest time. So we decided, okay, we're just going to do individual, like we're going to make the product and then sell it. Like the dwarf, I think you held up one of the dwarf cloaks. That was one that we said, okay, this is pretty popular. We've got a few requests on this, so we're just going to mass produce this, see how it sells. And so we started selling those individually. we were then requested to join Legion shop and make a few items for them. So we made a Plague Doctor coat. We made the vampire, some vampire robes. There's quite a few things that we made. And so that also helped get the name out. And then at the same time, we had launched our own website. And so, and then around that same time, the Conan came out. And my daughter, Aubrey, who's 16 now, at the time she was, what, 13? I think she was 13 years old. Brenda was back in California. And so my daughter, I was like, hey, do you think you can make this Conan a cloak? Because I'm not really digging this like brown thing that comes with them, like just that ragged one. Right. And can you throw some fur on it? And she actually came out of the room with the exact item that we've been selling. Like no changes had to be made by Brenda. So I was blown away. We posted that. That's actually our best seller of all time, made by a 13-year-old girl. So
how awesome is that?
Yeah.
Special achievement.
Like, yes,
I would agree with that.
Yeah, I think that sold out in 3 minutes when we launched it. And then she made the Doc Nocturnal cloak that sold out really quick too. And so we just kind of took off from there. And then that's when Rob had reached out to us and mentioned the Savage Crucible. And so, and we were really excited to be a part of that. We started talking about designing certain things for characters. We originally got Jaeger to work on and started designing the cloak for Jaeger, which was interesting because there's so much that he had going on, all the armor pieces, the scabbard in the back that we had to work around. So yeah, she was able to do that. But at the time it was supposed to be like just a real simple design. And then we realized that we're able to do much more. So kind of back to the drawing board on that, see where that takes us. That's kind of, there's still some unknowns there, but so that's on the agenda. But yeah, we're back. We took a year off last year for the girls' quinceañera, but we're back doing conventions this year, back to, we're going to be doing our online sales. So
good. Does it feel good? Awesome. Does it feel good to be back?
All right. It's a few years in the making, but
yeah. Does it feel good to be back?
It does.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. First, it got overwhelming with
I can imagine.
To plan for this. I mean, I don't know how familiar you guys are with like Hispanic traditions, but a quinceañera is like the size of a wedding. Oh, yeah. And I think we had over 200 people in attendance. Wow. So we had to plan a big wedding size party for our two girls. And we just had we only had about a year to plan it. So it got overwhelming to do all that planning and do soft goods. So I had to stop one or the other. And obviously planning my daughter's quinceañera was not going to take a backseat to sewing.
Of course.
And then also they both are doing high school now, and I don't know how much you guys know about our family, but we homeschool. So trying to homeschool high schoolers and plan a big party and then do soft goods is pretty next to impossible. I spread myself too thin there, and so I had to stop sewing for a while, and then things kind of were still a little hectic even afterwards because high school doesn't slow down, especially when you're the teacher. Everybody thinks it's homeschooling, it's easy, and it is easier, but I have to make sure that I'm on top of everything that they're learning and not falling behind, especially at these very crucial years. And so even earlier this year it was such a task to get it all done and put everything together and still sew, but we're getting it done. It's becoming a little bit easier now to manage everything. So
yeah, I think it's the biggest thing is getting back into the groove of things. So it takes a little while to.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, it sounds like you got to build like that rhythm. Once you get in that rhythm of things, you're kind of like, okay, like things are just kind of falling into place. But Awesome,
Yeah.
guys. You guys, how awesome. Good for you guys. That's great that you're on top of it like that. That's real good.
Do you guys
So,
have any plans to use Sean's beard for material? Out of curiosity.
That's staying on there. And my mom came to visit us last month, and she begged me, "You got to get him to shave his beard. He looks so much younger if he shaved." I was like, "I don't think he'll look younger."
Oh, that's all his power right there. You can't shave.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, exactly. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love it. It looks like a loincloth, but I love it.
Yeah, it's great. Oh.
And I have to admit also, I don't make it easy on Brenda because my passion is the photography side of things. And I come up with the ideas, some of the ideas, and then I'll pitch it to her. She'll make a prototype, and then I get really excited and I'll go straight into my photo room and take a photo for the, to show it off to the world. I'm like so excited, but then it's like, oh great, now the pressure's on. Like all the questions, when's this going to be available?
Yeah.
And she's only made one item, so like she's got to figure out the demand. And so yeah, I could probably be slower on my picture taking for sure.
It's all your fault. Now we know who to blame.
Yeah.
Oh, it's always been him.
Right. Guillermo says the beard stays.
The beard stays. Yep, I had to put it up.
It was never a question. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Indeed.
Well, Brenda, tell us a little bit how you got into sewing. Now, it sounds like you were doing costumes and stuff.
That's so cool, yeah.
Yes, I actually started sewing, gosh, how long has it been? Since I was young. My mom had a sewing machine and she never used it. And so I was like, I'm going to try to use it. I'm going to see. And so I tried to figure out how to use a sewing machine. Keep in mind, this is before YouTube was the thing. So I did not go to YouTube to learn how to use a sewing machine. I had to learn it on my own.
Determination.
Yeah. And then I got the hang of it. And then that sewing machine broke. And I was like, well, darn, I guess I can't really sew anymore. And so then Sean and I got married and things started popping up. Like, we love Halloween. That's just our thing. We love dressing up. We love making our own costumes too. I'm not the biggest fan of buying costumes if I can make it and make it better.
Right.
And for cheaper. And so that was my thing. We bought a sewing machine. And actually his mom and him went and bought me a sewing machine for my birthday. So I used that to make costumes for us first, and then we had kids, and then
were you guys cosplaying at conventions?
No,
that we cosplay at conventions. It was just more like Halloween. It was always
right.
Yeah.
I mean, we're originally from California, so
nice.
In California, it's like, you got San Diego Comic-Con was our closest con, and that's impossible to get into. I mean, she's tried one year for my birthday and like managed to get one ticket, which we just ended up returning because there was just no point in me going by myself without her. So we didn't even consider cons until we moved out here to Georgia. But I will say my first request for that sewing machine was a 90s Freakazoid costume.
Yes.
So there is a beardless picture of me in a Freakazoid costume that she made out there somewhere.
We got to dig that up.
I have to find that because I think
it's on her Instagram, which is thankfully private. So good luck.
Brenda will be waiting for that post on the Savage Crucible page.
Yeah. If I can find it, I'll post it.
Yes.
I need to check this thing though, because it was a skin tight costume. Let's just say that.
Yeah. So like we're talking David Bowie and Labyrinth, skin tight.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, less than doubt, but yeah.
Right.
Like Freakazoid.
His meat and veg will be definitely exposed. So that would definitely be savage. Probably shouldn't show it.
We'll put the Savage Crucible logo cover it up. Awesome. So then from costumes, you're just like, hey, let's try the 12-inch action figure line. just doing soft goods for that.
Originally, when he came up to me and showed me, it was like a $50 wired cape online, like on eBay or something. And I was like, don't spend $50 on that. Like, that's ridiculous. What are you thinking? I can make that for you, and I can make it so that it matches the colors of this Spawn better. So the two of us went to the fabric store. We picked out a fabric that looked right for the, and we even took the figure with us. And I said, okay, I'll make one with this. And I made the cape, and he fell in love with it and posted it. And then our friend, he was just like, there's actually a market for things like this. You should really think about like making some. And then Sean, like, it was more his like push. He was just like, you know what? Like, if there's a market for this and nobody's selling stuff like this out there, we should get into it. And
it was honestly just to buy toys. So
yeah,
like I'll be honest, like I remember, like a Marvel figure being $7.99 at Toys R Us. So when my son and I went out and we first started looking at, Marvel Legends, I'm like, at what point is this a $20 figure? This happened.
Right.
And then of course I had no idea that Mezcos or anything else would exist, and I'd be dropping, $100, $200 on figures, but that's a different story. At the time I was like, okay, if I'm going to be buying Marvel Legends and stuff for my son and I at $20 a pop, we need like something to supplement. So
yeah,
that was literally the only intention, was just to use it to buy more toys.
and that's exactly what happened for the first few like months of me making these things. It's like, oh, we made, like $100. He's like, oh, that'll buy us 5, Marvel Legends. It's like
Brenda, nothing.
Yeah. But at least it wasn't taking money out of our bank accounts.
That's true.
It
right.
was just like,
you did that with your leggings already, so.
Hey.
Well, it's always good when you can find something to, like support, the toy collecting side of you, it's always good. That way you're not tapping into any funds or anything like that. So it's understandable. I think a lot of us do that or try to, at least to the best of our abilities. But that's awesome, guys. Awesome stuff. So, like I said, I have some of your stuff that I picked up for Legions, and, I absolutely loved it. I've definitely been using it with my Lemurians and stuff. So you guys released a couple of pieces for Wave 1 for Savage Crucible that you guys did that you'll also be having at the convention here coming up. So talk a little bit about that. What inspiration did you guys draw to kind of come up with some of the pieces that you did?
Well, I have a ton of ideas that I was throwing out there, but then once we found out about the cards, and I was talking to Rob, he had mentioned, the fact that Nin has a cape on his card, and so that would be a really cool one. So we kind of dropped some of my ideas to just do that right away, because since it's on the card, we didn't want to be beaten to that, so we went to that straight away. So. Yeah, so that's the first one that we made. I was definitely more, my lighting there was a green light, so it's definitely looks really, really bright, but I've got it here if you want to see.
Yeah. Let me, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Sean. What goblet is that with the smoke coming out of it?
That's the one from Elvira, the NECA goblet.
Oh.
So, man, it is really dark.
No, it's okay.
But it's kind of a darker green. This is also a different vinyl green we thought looked a lot better, which it does in person. This is, apologize, it's real dark, but yeah, fully wired, and pose it up. This is.
I really like how that's sitting. So that doesn't cover any of the back armor, huh?
No, so that was the big challenge. Go ahead, Brenda.
Yeah. With this, like when he first showed it to me, I was just like, it's not gonna be able to be like most capes that we've made, because it's got this back piece that we have to work around. And so I was able to work around it so that it could fit even with that back piece there, and it would still cover everything and still look like a piece of, the armor almost.
Right.
So I really like the way it ended up coming out. Like Sean knows, I'm probably the biggest critic of anything that I put out, and if I don't like it, I will not put it out. Even if he likes it, I'm just like, it's not good enough for you to like it. I gotta like it. But I really liked how this one came out, and that's when I told, and that's why we ended up having to change the vinyl of this one. The green on this is a little bit darker than the one in the picture. But even in the picture, it looks a lot brighter than it really is. I think it's because of the lighting. But
yeah.
In the picture, it almost looked like a fluorescent green, and it's not that fluorescent. I think it's just the lighting.
See if that shows the green a little better. I got a full light on.
Maybe he's got the picture up.
Oh
no, here go ahead and show it.
It's just catching your light now. It's okay. I mean, we've all seen it, we know, and anyone lucky enough to go to Joefest this weekend will definitely have a chance to see it in person and be able to purchase it, you lucky bastards. So
yes, I know. I'm getting one for sure. No, but it's nice to see it posed. It's nice to see how it lays on the figure. And that's what's really nice. You can definitely the mobility of it is awesome.
That's gorgeous. Yeah, I love the way it lays on the figure. Yeah, you're right. And then that cape swoosh that he just did is beautiful. Oh yeah, you can see a lot better here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little bit brighter than the green that we have on here, but it's not that much different. It just kind of it matches the I think it matches the blue of the cape better. And
that looks really
nice.
Damn.
Is that snake design going to be on all of them, Sean?
Yeah,
on the bottom.
Yeah. So speaking of that, so that was how we came to our second item was when she was at the fabric store. Looking at.
I didn't like it. I told him, I said, because I had to take the figure with me, and I found the fabric, and I was just like, you know what? This fabric matches the skin tone of the figure too well, almost. And I said, it doesn't really make it pop. And I said, or it doesn't make the armor pop. And so I found this other fabric that I thought was really cool and would look cool as a cape as well. And I bought it. I was, I'm just going to buy it. I'm just going to buy it and make one with it and see what he thinks. And I did. And we actually like this one a little better.
It's by far my favorite of the soft goods we offer. That's those two guards that I sent you the picture of. I don't know if you want to show that first before I show this, but do you have that one?
Yes, I do. Right here.
It's with the Altman. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
I really liked this fabric for this cape a lot more. So I was like, I'm gonna buy it. And at first he's like, just buy the one that we need. It's Nin's cape. We'll be fine with that. And I said, nope, I'm buying this because I want to make one with this just to see what it looks like. And we ended up liking it more.
Yeah. So no, this is phenomenal. And Sean, man, this picture is great. Way to bring out that rust from the armor. I mean, that cape just makes it pop like that. I honestly am looking at it and I don't think it's that noticeable if you see it without the cape. I don't know what you did there, man, but yeah, this is a great picture and great soft goods. I mean, this looks excellent.
I'll be honest with you, that picture just kind of happened. Like it kind of worked for itself. Like I put them out there like that, and then I was like, okay, I should probably make it to where they're like stabs match. So I was definitely trying to match the stabs and like the position. But like I definitely did not mean for that perfect symmetry down the middle with that like triangle on the gate. I wasn't even looking at the gate behind it. Like I'm not a professional photographer at all. So I was just like, let's get this cool pic.
Yeah.
If I were you, I would have milked this all the way, Sean. I would have been like, yeah, if you see the symmetry with the
I'm trying something new here. So if you guys like it, let me know.
I actually waited until the sun was setting to get the perfect lighting on that. Yeah.
Right. Oh man.
No, the great stuff. Great stuff. And so this color cape and the one on Nin will both be available this weekend. At Joefest?
At Joefest.
Awesome, now, somebody asked if it was online. Will you offer these online, or is it just at Joefest?
Yeah, so these will be online on our website. I guess that's a good segue. So our website is currently down, but I just turned it off temporarily so that since we weren't selling for a while. So I'm going to turn it back on after Joefest. So if you're getting a notification that the website doesn't work, bear with me because it'll be back up. And I'm going to make a couple design changes before I put it back up. But
so
yes,
So basically,
everything.
at Joefest.
Yeah, everything will be at Joefest first, and then based upon how much we sell at Joefest, that's kind of determines how long it's going to take for us to put them online because we're going to have to replenish that stock. So yeah, I mean, if we sell out at Joefest, she's going to be back to the drawing board for a few weeks or so, and then we'll put it online.
Nice.
If we don't sell anything, then it's going to be an instant sell. So we'll see.
Yeah, right. Well, I guess in that answers, there was a previous question too that asked if you guys will be taking commissions again. But I guess it sounds like, with you saying that you're going to open up the website again, you're just going to have items in stock, I guess, on the website, correct?
Yeah, for the most part. I guess it just depends on what they want. Like, commission for something that we've already designed, like, oh, I'd like to see Nin's cape in a different color or whatever, then that's a pretty easy ask. But
right, okay.
We're not doing, so there are two things. So it wasn't just the fact that we designed this whole piece of soft goods just for one sale with commissions. It was also pricing, because we have the collectors in mind. When we're making these things, we don't want to charge an arm and a leg, but at the same time, it takes her 8 to 12 hours or so just to with trial and error. Nope, this isn't exactly what they wanted, and so that drives the price up, and it just kind of feels awkward to charge that much for a piece of soft goods when we can just design something and then sell it in mass quantities. But I mean, I'm open. I mean, I think we're open to it. Definitely probably be a little bit of a wait on a commission, but it's not out of the question.
Nice.
Actually had a lot of fun making like commissions. It was so fun to create a piece for like it's an original piece for a figure, see pictures of it online and know I made that and that's the only one in its existence.
Yeah.
So that was a really cool part about making commissions. Doing the commissions is what put us on the board to begin with. Like that's we came right out the gate making pieces for individuals, and that's really where we got a lot of our support from. So I'm very grateful for that, for doing that. And like he said, it's not out of the question. I would consider doing commissions again. Probably in the nearer future, actually, not too far. I think I like the idea. I guess it's one of those things where the grass is greener on the other side. When you're doing commissions, it's like, I wish I could just make one item and make a lot of them and just sell them and just stick with that. And then when you've been doing that for so long, it's like, oh man, I miss commissions where I could just make the one item and sell it. And, so.
Yeah, when you're on like Cape 25 or whatever, you're like,
right. You're like, forget this shit.
Yeah.
Brenda, now, could you say commissions? Do you like taking commissions because sometimes they might challenge you to try something you haven't done before?
Yes. And they actually did. I think a lot of my sewing skills came from doing commissions, doing things that I've never done. Because, I mean, like I said, we made our own costumes. I make costumes. I make dresses for my little girls. But this is more like full-size human clothes, which a lot of people don't really like. They think, oh, it's a little piece of clothing, it should be easier to make. It's actually harder to make. It's harder to make a small piece of clothes compared to a bigger piece of clothes. Using the way that you have to use the machine is so different. Sometimes I'm sewing without a footer just to be able to get into like the little pieces, and it's
wow.
Yeah, it's
amazing.
and then you have to like kind of rig the machine to make sure that you can sew without a footer, because sometimes like my daughter's machine, it doesn't work that way. It has to have a footer and you have to put the thing down to be able to use it. And just like people don't realize how intricate it is to sew little things. And so
yeah, and I'm just gonna put this out here, like the more unique your request is, the better, because I use those as excuses to buy new figures. So like
yes,
no,
it's true.
no joke. Every commission that she took originally
like,
was,
you don't have this figure, babe. You got to go buy it.
yep.
There you go.
I ended up with all kinds of figures I never knew I would collect, like that the squishy naked one. What was that? I can't remember.
Oh,
it was
One that
those
comes
silicone,
with
yes.
yeah, it's
dolls?
like,
Yeah.
it feels like real skin. She made like a full nun outfit for
Yeah.
that figure, and it's like, well, I gotta buy it. So
I call them mini T1000s. They're like they look like mini Terminators. Like,
yeah, they have like metal joints inside. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I have one of those in her sewing room right now. So
oh, we have
Yep.
somebody asking Brenda, can he request a full-size cape? I think that would be easier probably than doing a small.
Yeah.
that's honestly, yeah, the bigger the easier. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the, I don't know if you guys want to see that.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
too.
Yeah, definitely bring that up.
But what's it so
Wrinkly? Because
wrinkly?
I don't know. I don't know how to iron these things.
Steam. Hit it with the
But-
steam.
We have a steamer and we have an iron. Why are you showing it so wrinkly?
I don't know. This is the only wrinkly one, but yeah, I love this thing.
Nice.
Well, come on. Is the
Yeah.
Savage Crucible known for cleanness and?
There's no,
I'm
Yeah.
sure there's
No
not
irons
a
in the
laundry
Crucible.
service.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're showing up to work and then it's like, excuse me, your outfit
You
doesn't
used-
look steamed.
You
and
use this
pressed.
steel to make something else other than a weapon? What's wrong with you? Like,
True story. Brenda used to iron my military uniforms for me too. So there's no way I'm ironing a toys uniform.
yeah, right. Yeah.
That was back in the days.
That was back in the day. That was back when you used to. Yeah, we are aging crap. They don't iron anymore. Well, anyway, that's
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We had a good question over here. They're saying, do you guys have any plans for more related Savage Crucible soft goods for future waves?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we've got. I mean, we're not even done with wave one yet. Like, I've got
Oh,
a
yeah.
couple ideas for wave one. Yeah, there's stuff coming for wave one. We got stuff for wave two.
Do you have anything else for wave one right now that we can see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show,
Yeah, we've
show
got
us more, I say.
So, you want to show the pictures first?
Yeah.
So the next one
What do you
will
want to
be
show next?
The
Do the loin. Do the loin.
Yeah, the loincloth. Let's do the regular tan loincloth. We've got a couple people or a couple
Love
of
it.
figures to show.
The tan one. Is that the one
Absolutely.
that's on the slate? Or I think they're both on the
The
slate.
tan one's on the slate. Oh no, the gray one's on the slate, I think.
Oh, the gray one.
They might
Okay.
both
I
be.
think
don't
you're
know.
talking
think they
about
both
this
are.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, they're both on a slate. Yeah, that's the
Whoa.
tan one.
Yeah, look at
Nice.
that. Look at that. Love it.
Yes.
Yeah, that is actually another one. Yeah, that's my daughter's creation. So she's making all these. She's got a
Bravo.
pile of these loincloths on her desk right now. So
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna need a good amount.
tell her amazing job, really.
Tim, how many am I picking up for you of these?
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm getting a few.
Oh, don't worry, Sean's gonna take care of you.
Yeah.
For me, Stel, not for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I'll ship them to
This
you
is
the
in person
32nd of the
here.
month, Tim.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you saying, Sean?
On the 14th.
I just was showing you. I was just showing the figure.
Oh, let me get this out
yeah,
here.
yeah, there you go.
There we go.
So
Wow.
yeah, it allows for that posability that the plastic
Yeah.
ones don't really
Mhm.
allow for. I mean, you can get way up there with it.
Man.
I love it.
So, yeah, the joints are still. Nah, he ain't gonna break.
Nice and tight.
It's quality goods. Yeah.
Man, that's really nice. I really like how that part is sitting in the front, like lower than the other, and overlaps like that.
Yeah.
It looks so
yeah.
good.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't want to just kind of have one cut piece. Like we wanted it to feel layered, and yeah, I really like it. And then that this is actually, I really like the way she did this. It's secured, so you don't have to worry about tying
Get
this
out of
string.
here.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about tying the string and it sliding up over and over. It's actually secured onto the actual.
That's so awesome. Look at that.
Stell, please bring up Fabian's comment.
Oh, let me. Oh God, what did Doug say now?
He says nice, and I don't want to ruin the rest of it.
I'm doing it.
And this is it on the new Kazar. I've seen quite a few people use new pictures. So,
oh, I love it.
That's what it looks like on that. No adjustment at all for Kazar, so it works really well on.
Yeah,
so
that looks fantastic.
And then we do have the alternate color, which is the gray.
Yes.
I've got it on this one here.
Man,
oh man,
they both look so good.
Yeah, that does look fantastic.
Now, is that like two different fabrics? Because the first one looks a little more.
Well, it's a lighter color.
Yeah.
Like, is it just the color, or is it also different fabric that you guys use?
No, it's about the same fabric. They're kind of like a suede fabric. It's just that this one frays a lot easier.
I really like the phrase though.
Yeah,
this one it is a little different because this one doesn't really fray.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why, I don't know if you could tell, but she actually makes more detailing. Like she does more detailing on this one because it doesn't fray.
Right.
And that one she lets naturally fray.
Yeah, that's cool.
No, the
was
frays
my
are
idea.
awesome.
I will take credit for that.
There you go.
But yeah, they're both like a suede material though.
Okay.
We wanted it to feel kind of like animalistic.
Bring that up too. So if people want to catch a close up of that, wow.
Yeah,
it almost has like a fur look to it almost.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Really nice. Really good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really good.
Awesome. So those two pieces will be available this weekend as well. So you guys have the cape, the loincloth, anything else that you guys will be
having? We'll have limited quantities of the what do you want to call it? A tunic. The one that's on the Lemurian slate is kind of a darker image next to a fire.
Oh, that's right. Let's see here. I believe it's this one right here.
Oh,
yes.
Man.
Yeah, so we'll have that tunic. That'll be in smaller quantities just because it's a little bit more of a complicated piece, and it's already Wednesday and Joefest is Friday, so can't make a time.
Yep.
But
wow. So what is all included in this? Because it looks like there's a good amount of stuff.
Holy
shit. That's kind of the bad part about me doing my photography is like adding all this crap. So it's honestly it's just the soft goods. So the other stuff is like I used a Conan belt and
okay, gotcha.
Yeah, some of the other stuff, but yeah,
it's still on there.
It's just the piece itself.
Right.
So is that a coat that you put on and then you fit that top piece on top, or is that all one piece?
It's all one piece and it fits in the back. I can actually show it to you. I'll take it off if you can see it in the camera. So this is it.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I want it. I want it.
And it just closes in the back.
Wow.
So
so you slide it on from the front and it seals in the back.
Slide it on from the front, and then I'll take all these accessories off. That way you can see what it looks like without.
Too.
While you're doing that, Sean and Brenda, we've had a few people ask for the prices. I'm not sure if you guys even have the prices set yet. If you don't, it's okay. But
or if you want to wait until Joefest, that's fine too.
Yeah, there's I just noticed that there's quite a few people asking. So
yeah,
if you guys didn't price them yet, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I think
I don't do any of the pricing. I have to let him do the pricing because
she wants to give everything away for free.
Much for it. It's just a little cape, and he's like, "Well, you have to like make your like time's worth in money."
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's like as soon as she tries to be like real cool with the pricing, and then I just like divide how much hours she spent in there, and then you realize like, wow, I could have made that at Chick-fil-A or something, like, you know. But yeah, it's not. We try to keep them as low as possible. I think I could give you a ballpark if that works.
It's up to you guys. You don't have to.
Whatever you guys feel comfortable with sharing.
Right.
Yeah. It's
a
not,
few people.
just to give an idea, I know that's helpful, and I know a bunch of people are curious. So I think the vinyl capes for Nin and the guards.
You know what? I tell you what, just wait until you guys are at Joefest, because if there's any adjustment that way, then you know what I mean.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You're not catching like, well, hey man,
Yeah.
you said, you know.
Or if you guys come up with
guys.
something beforehand, make a post on the group and say, hey, this
go
is
to
it's gonna be.
Joefest to find out the prices, and then let me know.
Exactly.
I'll owe you that tonight. I'll actually just make a post on the group, because we've already talked about it. So I'll list it all out, and I'll put prices up. So
that's perfect. Thank you, Sean. Thank you.
Tonight. So this is it without any of the belts on.
Man.
Yeah, even that looks good.
That looks.
And then it just opens up. It just opens up in the back.
Yeah, that's
fantastic.
Awesome.
Wow. That is fantastic.
Yeah.
So I will be buying all of those.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. No, that looks killer, guys.
We'll have a super small amount of these, but they'll be on when we do our online sale, we'll have more of them. So
nice. Any plans on that being in a different color?
So funny you mention it. So it's actually very similar. This is a little bit smaller. This will also be at Joefest in limited quantities, but this is the duster coat that we use for Cosmic. And it's the same.
Whoa.
It's the same thing except for kind of a reverse.
Yeah. Put it on backwards.
Yeah. And it's it's a duster coat. This is like a leather material.
Mm-hmm.
Well, faux leather.
Yeah, like faux leather. And then that'll be available. Also, we'll have a couple of these, and then this will also be online. And sorry it's so dark, but
no, that is cool as shit. Now, will that fit on any other figures?
100%.
It's the same size.
I got
okay.
Yeah, I use the same pattern for them because they're all basically the same size. They all
right.
I'll put the duster on another another figure right now.
Oh man,
yeah, that thing looks killer.
Distracted, Brenda.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Entertain the folks. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. I really like that you guys use that material too for this duster coat. It looks wicked awesome, man.
Yeah, when he originally asked me for it, because I have this pattern. We've used this pattern for a lot of other things, just different ways. It kind of gave me like Star Wars vibes, and so that's why it went on that, guys. Like it just looks very sci-fi.
Mm-hmm.
So you put it on that one.
I mean, if we had some good cowboy figures out there, I think that would look killer on a deputy.
That's like one of my biggest requests right there.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love Westerns.
Some good, bad, and the ugly action would be just fine by me. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
That was way cool.
All the way.
So glad I have those Westworld figures, because they all come with hats. Yeah, I want one.
Yep.
That looks so good. Wow.
That is
that's
cool.
Fantastic. So do you have anything for G.I. Joe, or?
Yeah,
we do. So we brought back our old G.I. Joe ponchos that Brenda designed after my actual military issue poncho. So
you got to share that story. That's so awesome.
Yeah. So I joined. When I joined, we were kind of transitioning from old army to the new war in Iraq and Afghanistan and everything, and getting new stuff. So I was issued the old Vietnam poncho when I first joined, and I still have it to this day. And so Brenda just took that old poncho and just went seam for seam, an exact replica, just smaller. And so I guess I could show this because I haven't taken a picture of it first. Unless do you want to show the images first?
I can show the image real quick.
You show the tan image. This is the tan one that we made. I put on an Outback.
Where'd it go? Did it not upload? Here,
I'll dance for everyone while we find the photo.
Western Wave coming soon.
Take your time still.
Yeah, right. No pressure. No pressure.
All right. So, anyways, so you made
loading,
the poncho.
Guys,
you made a poncho as a replica of the one that you had.
That's this poncho.
Oh, wow.
That's the one.
Well, that's not the. It's this one.
Well, yeah, I know that's the same. It's the same stitch, but mine is the OD green, which we're going to show right now.
I got you.
That's the tan one.
Okay.
I still actually have this figure in the same pose, but
that's okay.
Yeah, this is it.
Oh yeah. Oh
man.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Look at that.
Oh yeah.
I want.
Yeah. I've got plenty of GI Joes that need some. Trust me.
Well, last night
I was telling myself, I'm like, I'm gonna spend about like 200 this weekend. I'm like, man, I don't think that's gonna happen now.
Well, you might need a Hiya Toys Rambo now.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Last night, and this is the best.
Dude,
it looks so cool.
Here's the OD green.
Oh man.
I was telling Sean, like, why is that not included? Like, that looks like it's included with the figure. Like, if you hadn't told me that you made that for that figure, I would have been like, oh, dude.
That's just too damn cool, man.
God. Bravo, guys. That is outstanding.
Yeah. Hiya Toys, take note.
Jeez,
Beats. That is wicked looking, man.
Yeah, I thought it was cool because it's a Vietnam era poncho, and that's kind of his war. So
yeah, absolutely it was. Yeah, no, that's fantastic, man.
But yeah, so that's our full run that we'll have at Joefest.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta thank you for your service there, Sean.
Oh yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. And I actually just retired last January, so I'm finally living that civilian life.
Nice, man.
I had the beard for longer just because I was allowed to for multiple reasons. But I just finally officially retired last January, and it's been nice.
Congrats.
Nice.
Thank you.
Now you're just normal like the rest of us.
Yeah. Exactly. Now you're a civilian.
Yeah, it feels good. I'm gonna be honest.
Right on.
Well, awesome stuff, guys. Thank you so much. So Joefest this weekend, guys, Augusta, Georgia. We'll be there. Sean will be there. Brenda, you coming too? You'll be there with the family?
Saturday and Sunday. I won't be there Friday.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
She works at a local Mexican restaurant though, and we live in the Augusta area. So if you want margaritas late on Friday, go see her for some margaritas and tacos after Joefest on Friday.
Yeah, and tip good, you cheap bastards. Tip good.
Yeah. Well, I will let you know that it's like a Savage Crucible tradition to have like Mexican food at least one of the nights when we do conventions.
Like it's settled for Friday then.
Yeah, right. Yes, I think so too. So, Rob, I will relay the message.
It's good stuff.
But awesome, guys. I'm gonna drop your website on here. So for those that want to know, struppfamilycrafts.com. Sean did say that the website is currently down. He will be updating the website and posting his items on there in the near future.
Next couple weeks.
So definitely keep an eye out, guys, and get yourself some good soft goods. So I'm gonna do a quick little run through the chat, see if we have any unanswered questions, or if there's any last minute questions anybody wants to ask. Let us know. Any cool ideas that you might have for soft goods, put them in there. You never know. You never know what might turn on that light bulb.
Yeah. And while he's looking,
like suggestions.
Yes, Brent.
Yeah, you always like suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I'm open to them.
Well, while he's surfing those comments, thank you again, you guys, both of you. Really,
thank you.
Really cool. Yeah. You guys, because we know how busy you guys are, and everyone's like, well, this is a last minute show, but it's because
especially with this weekend coming up too, like
right. We really wanted these two on, and it was all waiting till the last moment to find out if everybody can meet up at the same time. So we really do appreciate you guys doing this. You know how much we love you guys. I think the world needs to love you guys back as much as we do. So it was a real treat to have you guys on for sure. Thank you.
Truly.
Awesome. Thank you. And there is one question about how to contact us. The best way is through
Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram is probably our most active, and that's just Strupp Family Crafts. Was it Strupp.family.crafts, I think?
On Instagram?
Yeah.
It's
Strupp.family.crafts
Craft
on Instagram, and then it's just Strupp Family Crafts by itself on Facebook. So either one of those are the best way to contact us. But like I said, Instagram we're probably most active on.
Nice.
We share that.
Alberto asks if there's any plans for any hats or pants.
Like figure hats. So that was tough. We did a wired cowboy hat, it started as like a pilgrim hat, and then we realized since it was wired, you can bend it up into a cowboy hat. So it was like this really versatile thing. We made it on like a bald figure and realized that the hat like only fits that specific figure, so it'd be so hard to really get a universal fitting hat.
Sure.
But it was cool.
Yeah.
It wasn't really realistic, but I was super excited for hats.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be, I guess, the universal fit for a hat, because it's so different amongst figures and all that. So I would love, and I'm trying to remember his name, but it's not coming to my head. But he's in the Dritz story. He's a mercenary, dark elf, and he has this like super flamboyant hat that he wears.
Oh yeah.
Oh, does it have like a feather in it?
Yeah, it's got a feather in it. He wears an eye patch, but he's not blind. He's not blind. He just has an eye patch. I forgot his name right now.
Yeah.
But that would be cool to see done in soft goods.
I would like to revisit that for sure. Maybe in a future way for Savage Crucible, there'll be like a universal head that we can work with.
Right on.
Nice.
There's a question by Moonshine.
So he says, are you guys planning on making any slings for blade weapons, side holsters, back holsters?
That's actually something that we can consider. Yeah, we thought about some packs before.
Thank you.
But sorry, Stella, were you trying to get a hold of me? Or
No. I was saying that is Jarlax. Sorry, somebody posted the name of the mercenary. I'm sorry to interrupt.
So yeah, we thought about doing like backpacks and bed rolls and all kinds of stuff before. I just keep coming up with new ideas for the actual figures, and it just keeps getting put off. But yeah, that's something that we can do. I know it's a little challenging doing the smaller things, because that's all going to be hand sewn. There's no way you can run a sling or anything like that through a machine. So it's more challenging for Brenda, but like she's up for it. So
nice.
Sewing.
Yeah.
So
well, I think I can.
I've never heard Brenda say no. So
yeah, right.
I've honestly never heard her say no. Like every challenge I bring to her, she's always like, "I think I can do it," and then she legitimately knocks it out of the park. So
that's so awesome.
Right on.
Well, keep bringing those challenges, guys. I think I could say for everybody in the comments and us too, we're super excited for what the future holds. And again, like Tim said, thank you guys for tuning in with us tonight and being on with us. We appreciate you guys. And everybody in the comments, thank you too for tuning in and being with us for this hour. Give Sean and Brenda a follow. And we'll catch you guys on the next episode. Those that are going to be at Joefest this weekend, definitely swing by the booth. Let yourself be known.
Yes, come say hi.
There. Yes, definitely.
You guys will be at the Savage Crucible booth?
Yeah, we'll be at the Savage Crucible.
There you go.
Perfect.
One-stop shopping.
One-stop shop.
Yep.
All right. Well,
thank you. I want to repeat that. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Indeed. Thank you, guys. And thank you, too.
Yes. Yes.
And Stel, thank you.
I'm here for you guys.
I was kidding about you.
Yeah, I was going to say, that sounded very sarcastic.
All right, now I'll give you a roll one.
All right, guys. Well, thank you, everybody. We'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.